Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. And thank you for all of your likes and your comments. I really appreciate the interaction. Thank you. Let's tap right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you this afternoon. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. What storyline would you like to share with the collective? Collective energy, please, Spirit. Thank you. Alrighty then, in the central energy, we've got the Five of Wands. Conflict and disagreement. Tensions are high. In the challenge position, we have the Eight of Wands in the upright. Manifesting something quickly, making quick decisions, a swift change. In the subconscious, we have the Three of Wands in the upright. They want to move forward with an opportunity. So they're still fighting. The message earlier was that they don't think you're strong enough to handle whatever this is they're bringing at you. Their intention is to create a swift change and to move forward into this new enterprise. In the recent past, you've got the Two of Swords. So there's a deadlock, stalemate, making difficult decisions. Somebody could be at a crossroads. Intention and expectation. Intention and expectation is a Nine of Cups. They want the love. They want all of that wish come true here. And they want to know what to do in the near future. In the near future, we have the Eight of Swords. There is a restriction, an imprisonment, victim mentality, negative thoughts. The lens it's being looked through. Whoa. So the lens that's being looked through is somebody is disappointed. They have to walk away. They're getting left behind. They're being abandoned by this Ace of Cups. By the proposals, by the marriages. These people who are fighting with you, trying to get your Nine of Cups, your Ace of Cups. They're thinking that they're going to get away with something tricky. They don't think that you are strong enough to manage whatever new challenge this is. But here in the lens, they're getting left behind by the Ace of Cups, by love, and this these new feelings and new marriages. In the environment here, you got the Devil. The Devil came out sideways like this. So you got very codependent and toxic behaviors. It could be attachments and such. And it could be that there is a detachment and a freedom being gained from that. Or perhaps those who have been attached to this are working on getting detached. Or maybe that's what they want to do. Maybe they are trying to get away from this devilish mindset and connections. Hopes and fears. Whoa. Hopes and fears. We've got the Ten of Wands. They're feeling overloaded, carrying too much stress. They're hoping for a completion of this burden. But what burden? I mean, the only burden that they've had thus far is putting burdens upon you and actually fighting to do so. In the outcome, you've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's greed, misdirected activities, and there's no motivation. Vanity. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the King of Wands. Overcoming challenges and gaining a victory here. The hard work pays off. And there is a reward. Nostalgia and a Ten of Pentacles. Bringing an end to this cycle very strongly. You're the Sun. Rebirth. And there's a complete painful ending being brought about by this Magician. A complete collapse of what had been this. They're trying to defend their beliefs. They may be taking some swift action, trying to defend themselves or whatever. They're thinking fast because justice and judgment from the Hierophant is here, the Most High God. So they're defending their beliefs. They're rushing in because justice is being served. And judgment is being called by the Most High God regarding what has been happening here to the growth and opportunity of the stars, the rejuvenators, the healers. They persevered in this competition, and now they've got protection. They've been able to stand up for themselves and persevere. And they've got protection from the authority, a father figure, a leader here. Standing up against this fraud, it looks like. Yeah, regarding standing up from this trickery and this fraud. Trying to take your Nine of Pentacles here. And they're going to get a Five of Pentacles. They're going to suffer a loss. So, there's that. So we got petty conflict here. A rivalry. A visitation. It could be that the whoever's been trying to compete with you and have conflict with you is receiving a visitation, or they're making a visitation. We'll continue to gain clarification. In the challenge position, we have the 8 of Wands. So there's swift action. Swift action of a wise guy. So yeah, somebody is wanting to bring conflict. They're challenged by, it could be air travel. A wise guy could be traveling by air. We got sea. So there's travel by air, travel by sea, overseas opportunity. Could be flying somewhere. Somebody wants to compete and fight. They're wanting to make a visitation. They're challenged by a swift change, by manifesting something, by traveling by air. A wise guy moving forward. We got chicken on the bottom of the deck. They might be concerned about something. They're moving forward. They want to move forward in with whatever they're doing. Invisible. So air travel. This could be astral travel. With this person may be trying to remote view, astral travel to your house, to your location. In the recent past, we got the 2 of Swords. Two of Swords, stalemate, deadlock. They don't know what to do. They don't think you're going to be strong enough to handle whatever this is. Deadlock. This tribe of drivers. Remember, a tribe of drivers, and remember, difficult decisions. Their intention and expectation is to get this 9 of Cups. Messenger in the reverse. There's no message. They're not getting a message. This wish come true was not delivered. Their intention is to make certain that this wish come true isn't delivered. It's not being delivered. They've got difficult decisions to make. It could be that you are being remembered. So this wish come true, they wanna delay the messenger. They don't want it to be announced. They don't want your wish come true to be announced. Eight of Swords, negative thoughts. There is a restriction, a victim mentality, and an imprisonment. They want to stop the messenger regarding your wish come true. They don't know what to do about it. Defense. Defense. So there is in imprisonment. Were they trying to defend themselves, or you have a defense? We'll get more clarification here. There is an 8 of Cups here, so there is an abandonment, a walking away. Withdrawing from this Ace of Cups. Leave it behind. They're getting left behind. They have to withdraw. Drama. They can't cause drama to this Ace of Cups. They're getting left behind. No drama to the new marriages, to the new love connections. We're not having it. We're not having it. You've got this devil energy on its side here. So it's like they've got attachments and addictions. They're codependent and toxic, and it looks like they're trying to make it appear as though they're not, as though they're neutral. So in the environment, they're trying to defend themselves against this imprisonment or restriction by pretending that they're neutral. They're hoping that they won't get this heavy burden. Sorry there, boy. And we've got expectation in the reverse. There's no expectation of getting that seat. They know they're not going to take this position now. There's no expectation. This 10 of Wands burden, it could be that it's a fear also, because your 10 of Wands burden is complete. It's a completion of your heavy burden here. They did not get your position, your status, your identity, your limelight position. So they're worried because your 10 of Wands burden is over. And you're seen in a limelight position. You're a giant. You're a self-care guru, or whatever you want to consider yourself here. You handled it. And the end is here. And in the outgoing energy, we have 8 of Pentacles reversed. Vanity. Uninspired, no motivation, no passion, misdirected activity based on greed and vanity. So that's who they are. This devil trying to blend in and appear innocent. They are greedy regarding the innocent. There's vanity that's trying to appear innocent. Yeah, this devil energy here is like, hey, I'm not a devil, but hey, I'm not releasing anything either. They're just here. They're not making a choice, basically. They're not making a choice. It could be that they've been playing both sides. They've been pitting God against the devil. They could have been playing, in the shadow, while appreciating protection and authority gifted by God or whatever. Privilege. We've got privilege here on the bottom of the deck. Perception. Somebody's been watching, and there's forgiveness for your faith. You were martyred for entertainment. There could have been some teachings or something, or they wanted to be seen as you. This teacher wanted to be seen as you while you suffered hardship. They wanted to be you. Here and now, they may be going into the grave because of your optimism, your good attitude, good high vibrational attitude, and your self-care practices. So this personality, they were trying to pretend to be you, a shining, sovereign, peaceful person. A witch, ancestry, an ancestry of witches are experiencing a change. They're experiencing a change because you are Arcana. You are here in service and you survived. So you're stepping into your leadership role. You didn't do anything. You didn't fight. You didn't get all nasty. You did everything perfectly. Interesting. Yeah, so they don't think you're strong enough to handle whatever it is that they're doing. The funny thing about it is that if I can pick up on that, God picks up on that, and God's family picks up on that, and everybody that's working together on behalf of the innocent can pick up on that because we're all transmitter receivers and everything is known one way or the other. So it's wild to me, that they're making all these plans and it's like, hello, where's the microphone? Hello, I don't think they're strong enough to handle this. Dear God, oh Satan, oh my goodness, and everybody's listening. And it's like, please tell us more. What do you plan on doing? Well, there's a visitation here. In the reverse. We got mistakes in the reverse. Quick decisions about a wise guy, a swift change for a wise guy. Third party in the reverse. A swift change for a wise guy. Third party. They don't want to be seen as a third party. They're trying to manifest an appearance that this wise guy isn't a third party. What are they doing? We got neglected here. Somebody wants to move forward. They're invisible. Neglected. They're moving forward with invisible neglect. They're moving forward with invisible neglect. That's what I was saying here about this astral traveling or remote viewing or whatever they're doing. It's invisible, and they want to make certain that you are neglected They don't want to make any mistakes. We'll have to get clarification. We've got the Two of Swords here, so there's difficult decisions being made by this tribe of drivers of memory. So this tribe has been driving memory experiences. They're trying to stop the messenger from announcing this wish come true. They want to delay the messenger. They don't want anybody to remember. They're unsatisfied here with their choices. They're not happy with the way things are going. We got a wish come true and messenger in the reverse. They're trying to stop the messenger from announcing this wish come true for you. They're fighting still. They want to stop the announcement of your wish come true, of this family coming together, financial and emotional needs met, and entering into responsible unions. There is an imprisonment here. Somebody's feeling victim mentality, and we've got defense here. So they're trying to defend themselves. This wise guy. Hope. It could be that you are defending yourself against this, that you haven't given up hope for your union here. There's a restriction. It could be that you're defending yourself and causing a restriction. There is an Eight of Cups. They're disappointed. They're getting left behind by love, by compassion, by marriage. They cannot bring drama to this. We got conversation. I want to call and hear your voice. So there is perhaps somebody that you're in connection with here. Wants to talk to you. We got this codependent devilish energy. They're trying to blend in, like they're not codependent, but they're not releasing this baggage either. There's no expectation of taking your position, your seat. They want to stop you from taking that seat. Gossip. People talking about it. They're afraid that this is the completion of your Ten of Wands burden and you're seen in the limelight. Forgiveness. You could have been forgiven for whatever it was they tried to frame you for. These people who are vain and greedy are uninspired. They have no energy. It could be because you were found innocent. Because you are innocent. We've got reciprocity in the reverse. They didn't give you equal give and take. They don't want reciprocity. You're innocent. They did not give you what you needed. They were vain and greedy. They're feeling overwhelmed. The stress is killing them and they're having disagreements. They're reflecting on your separation, on their isolating you. They're remembering how they isolated you. You were innocent this whole time. You didn't do anything. They caused you. They didn't give you what you needed. They took and took and took from you, and they didn't give you anything back. So now they're running away from their destiny because they've been found guilty of using sex to gain money. Bunch of prostitutes. This wise guy wants to mask himself and make it seem as though he's not a third party here. There's unfinished business. They think that there's still things to resolve and discuss about this new chapter that we've all got going on. They sabotage themselves by lying. And they're in regret because you have an understanding of what they've done here, their side of the story. They've got habitual patterns that they'll never change, and they've been found unworthy. They're confused. They didn't care about you. Unappreciated. Or maybe they're confused because the efforts that they put forth were not appreciated, and they're feeling your absence because they're being held back, or you're holding back. You're not involving yourself with this, and it's time for the reunion. There's some secrets. They don't know what to do about these secrets that they got here, because you are in an inseparable, or maybe they're in an inseparable love with the shadow side. They have a commitment with the shadow side. Ego. They were loving, playing there, trying to hurt you, and now they need to escape, and they're feeling broken and shattered about this situation, and they're feeling the damage that they've caused. Your heart's going to mend. You're loving yourself. You're still trying to heal, and they want to get involved in that. They want to come in and mend the connection with you. Now they couldn't, and this is an unexpected outcome. They were daydreaming of being you, laughing while they were hurting you, chasing after your dreams, and they missed their opportunity, and they're getting detached because the truth is here about what they did with a soul tie, with an irreplaceable, the way you love can never be matched person in a soul contract. And it could very well be that you've got a soul tie and a new soul contract with somebody else based on the truth. You're innocent here. Boy, what a nasty bunch of critters, man. So we do have competition in the central energy. There is visitation and there's mistakes in the reverse. So there's no mistakes. This is a territorial conflict and rivalry. Somebody may be astral traveling, telepathically getting into your head. They don't want to make any mistakes. They're challenged by being seen as this marriage material, I guess, in pieces. So you're always picking up the pieces. Things are falling apart. Things could be falling apart for this person. They're having disagreements. They're having conflict. They're getting a visitation. You know, they could be receiving a visitation. From somebody who's not making mistakes, and everything's falling to pieces. So the challenge is that there's a swift change to this wise guy, and we got third party in the reverse. Now, sorry there, boy. Games in the reverse. They want to appear as this wise guy. Wants to appear as though he's not a third-party hoe bag, and as though he's not playing games with love. This is their challenge. This visitation, it could be telepathic, it could be astral traveling, they could be remote viewing or trying to get into your space here. They don't want to make any mistakes. Everything's in pieces. They want to move forward invisibly and neglected. They want to move forward invisibly to somebody they neglected. They could be hoping that you don't remember who they are. They're trying not to make any mistakes. They want to present themselves as though they're marriage material. This is somebody who's been neglecting you. And they want to do that still. They're moving forward invisibly with neglect. reaching, trying to connect. But love eludes them. So we got the Two of Swords. Could be a crossroads. This tribe of drivers, mental drivers, are unsatisfied with the way things are going because you're remembering or you're being remembered. Secrets. The secrets are being remembered. So this tribe of drivers, they drive the mental field, the mental body of folks. The secrets are being remembered. Somebody wasn't telling the whole truth, and they're remembering all the secrets. They're remembering all the secrets they told, all the lies they told. They're remembering all the lies they told about you. While they were intending to get your Nine of Cups and stop the messenger from announcing a return to faithful unions, responsible unions. They're remembering the secrets they told. Their intention and expectation was to stop the messenger while taking your Nine of Cups. They're tired. They could be emotionally exhausted from dealing everything. You might be tired. We got an Eight of Swords here in the near future. So somebody's having negative thoughts about, somebody may be having negative thoughts about your defense regarding your union here, your future union, your Nine of Cups. You've got a defense here regarding this. You're not alone. They're feeling restricted regarding your defense. They want to come in and present themselves to you as marriage material, but you're here with somebody here who's defending you. So yeah, they're having some serious issues with that, and they're feeling crushed about it. Restricted. They're in an Eight of Cups, a disappointment, because love is leaving them behind. They're getting left behind by love, by marriage. They cannot bring drama to this situation. Somebody wants to have a conversation. Adrift. Somebody wants to have a conversation. They're not able to settle down. They weren't willing to be responsible. Now they want to talk because they're being set adrift. They're getting disconnected. They can't hold on to you and be grounded. They're this devil energy who's this wise guy who wants to appear as though they're not a third party hoe bag, as though they're not playing at love, but they're this devil energy. They're trying to blend in. They're trying to hide themselves. There's no expectation here of your seat, or maybe they're trying to hide their expectations of taking your seat. There's gossip here. People are talking about it, or they're afraid of what people are going to say. Maybe they don't have a hope of taking your seat. They want to blend in. Rocky. Yeah, they don't want life to get hard for them. So they're trying to blend in as though they're not this wise guy who's been playing games with love, who's been trying to steal your limelight position. They're afraid because your Ten of Wands burden has completed and you are in a limelight position, and you could be struggling to get over the past. They want forgiveness. Crumbling. Everything's crumbling. Everything's falling apart for them because you're in this limelight position. They want your forgiveness. They have no motivation, so they have no energy. They're vain, and you were innocent. They did not give you what you needed. They neglected you. They failed to give you what you needed. They took from you. You were innocent. They took from you, laughing about how they were hurting you, and they didn't give you anything that you needed. They're guilty. Oh. What do we got here? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. So, I'm going to have to put these back because guilty. So they're guilty of not giving you what you needed. You're innocent. You were innocent. They were vain. They were uninspired. They were greedy. They don't have any motivation or desire or passion to create anything, to work for anything. They took from an innocent person. And they're guilty of not giving anything back to them. They lied, they cheated, they manipulated. They're looking for an escape. They're childish. Everything's in ruins. They got caught up in a whirlwind. They could be an empty vessel, or maybe their cup is empty. Why? Because you're leaving. You're leaving it behind. And they don't know what's going to happen next. They're having anxiety because they don't know what's going to happen next. They didn't keep the promises they made. They broke every promise, neglecting you. And they have to face it. They got burned by the dark side. Why? Because while they left you alone to struggle on a long, long road of struggle, you came out shining like a diamond. And they lost. And now they want you to forgive them. Now they want to be your lover. Now they want to marry you. That would be the most atrocious thing ever. I just can't imagine what it would be like to get into to actually connect in a union with this person that did this to you. The intention to strip everything out of a pure, innocent, trusting, loving being and not give anything whatsoever back that they needed. They took everything and didn't give you anything. So now this wise guy is trying to make a swift change. He doesn't want to be seen as this third party. He wants to pretend like he's not playing at love, like he's not playing games. He wants to wear the other hat. They're getting abandoned by love. They're worried. So, though there's some rivalry here, competition, they're either getting a visit by somebody who's not making any mistakes and tearing everything to pieces, or that's what their intention is. It's like conflict, visitation, no mistakes, pieces. Everything's in the pieces. Courage. This could also be read that in this competition, in this conflict, where they were coming in and remote viewing you and astral traveling to you and doing all this stuff to you, that you made no mistakes in it. That you picked up all the pieces. And with courage. One word that they used was dilettante, which is somebody who doesn't have any knowledge, any training, any academics, any teachings on on what was happening or how to defend self from it. You're a dilettante. You didn't have any idea what you were doing. All you had was courage, patience, and perseverance. So you could be challenged by this wise guy trying to come in, playing a game, while appearing as though they're not. It could very well be that there's a swift change to this wise guy that, I don't know. There's no third parties and there's no games. This wise guy, there could be air travel for this wise guy because there's no third parties and no games. We've got gratitude. It could be that this wise guy is going on a trip because there's no third parties and no love games. We've got gratitude. You're thankful for this life and the opportunity it presents. It could be that this wise guy wants to present himself as this. He's going to play the other side of the coin here. This person is moving forward invisibly. It could be that they have moved forward with invisible neglect from an invisible place. They were astral traveling and causing you, probably energy harvesting and doing all, you were a target. They're reaching out for you. They want to play with you. Wise guy. He's putting on the other hat. Sorry there, boy. Where'd it go? Guilt. Guilt. So this tribe of drivers is remembering all the secrets they told, the lies they told. They don't know what to do. There's difficult decisions being made. They're unsatisfied with the way things are going. They're having doubt. Intentions, expectations. We've got the Nine of Cups here, a life of luxury, a wish come true, messenger in the reverse. So the expectation is that they're not going to get the message. They're not going to receive a message. They want to hide a message regarding responsibilities. They're tired. We've got death here. A wish come true. They're not getting a message of responsibility. They're tired. They're not getting invited. There's a wish come true here, but there's no invitation. The messenger didn't come. Regarding this responsible family unit, and they're tired. They're exhausted. They didn't get the message for a wish come true. They're not getting it. Or they're in fear. They didn't get the invitation. There's a wish come true here, and the messenger did not come to them with an invitation. And they're afraid because they're tired. There's imprisonment here, a victim mentality, negative thoughts. Could be having a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of mental issues. They could be having some mental issues. So they're emotionally exhausted. They're hurting emotionally. They're tired. They're feeling crushed regarding your defense. And the fact that you never gave up hope for your kingdom spouse union. You're calling judgment on this. Wise guy. We've got imagination. Imagination. Emotionally hurting. There could be something going on in their imagination. This was all an imagination. They're disappointed because they're getting left behind by love. They can't cause drama. They want to talk. They're being set adrift. They're not going to be able to settle down. They didn't want to settle down or be responsible. Now they want to have a conversation because you're leaving them behind. Yeah, this wise guy here is wanting to come in and talk and kind of pretend that he's the marriage material. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Death already flipped over. Death. There's everything's dead. It's adrift. They weren't willing to settle down or be responsible, so now there's death. And they want to come and they want to flip everything around and pretend like they're not really this devil. They're trying to mask themselves. They don't have any expectations. There's gossip here. They can't make your life rocky. They don't want their life to be rocky. They can't blame you. They're afraid because your Ten of Wands burden is complete. You're in the limelight. And you're still struggling to get over the past. It could be they need your forgiveness because everything's crumbling around them. It's all falling apart. You're successful. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. This wise guy is going to try to get in your space. This very neglectful and cruel person, when it comes to abusing innocent, trustworthy, loving people, wants to come in and present himself as marriage material. There's no patience. They don't have any patience. Everything's crumbling. They don't want to wait on God's timing. They don't want to they don't want to wait on divine order. They were very vain and greedy, and they had misdirected activity regarding the innocent. They took everything from them. They're guilty of taking everything from them, lying, cheating, stealing, and not giving them what they needed. They took everything from them and didn't leave anything for them. And they're worried. They're worried because they've been found guilty. Because you persevered. You persevered through this conflict. And you are about relationships that serve the higher good. You're trustworthy. And you're guided by your inner voice. They failed to move against you. They have to accept the things that they cannot change. You are successful because you know there's no greater goal than to love. They're in grief here because you are balanced and in your purpose. And in your purpose, this is the end of the completion of your Ten of Wands burden. You're in the limelight here. You're seen as honest and true. You're an abundant, limitless being. You can manifest whatever you want in this physical reality. And you've gained your freedom. In times of indecision, you use your intuition, you trust that inner voice, and you have grown in consciousness and awareness, meaning you've expanded and you are connected to Source. And these ones have to surrender their need to control you. And your gifts of the soul that benefit you and others, they have to release the need to control your spiritual gifts and inheritance. They want forgiveness. And you are at peace. There's a change and you're at peace. It's like, and you're denying the envious people who are prideful any services. You're denying them any services. You're not serving them. And you shouldn't have to, because they stole everything from you while neglecting you and being brutal toward you and leaving you nothing. Always leaving you having to pick up the pieces. Always leaving you alone while they were out playing around on your dime, on your suffering. This tribe is remembering all of the lies they told, driving your experiences in conflict and loneliness. They didn't realize you were going to be so strong. They had no idea that you were going to be so damn courageous and make no mistakes, even though you had no idea what you were doing. You know why? Because it's in your soul. You're connected to the divine. Your soul is connected to the Creator. So no matter what they did to your mind or to your energy or to your life's experiences, you still had that soul connection. And everything's registered. Everything's registered. And you persevered. You persevered. We got welcome. That puts a new spin on it. Welcome. The competition is receiving a visitation who's making no mistakes about having things fall apart in pieces. There's courage here. You're courageous. Says welcome. It could be that whoever this wise guy is being welcomed or going to receive a welcoming. It's a visitation. There's no mistakes. They know who the wise guy is. There's absolutely no mistakes. They know exactly who the wise guy is, who they are. This wise guy challenge is to appear as though he's not a third party and as though he's not playing at love, as though he's a person of gratitude. So the challenge is to not make mistakes and to go in and accurately pull out the truth. We've got friendly here. I'm approaching with nothing but kindness. Look at this. I'm approaching with nothing but kindness. It could be that you were approaching with nothing but kindness and they decided to do what they did. And now they want to say they're sorry. This wise guy has a challenge. The challenge is that this wise guy could be perhaps masking themselves. This greedy wise guy is masking themselves. With a secret. They could actually be married. This could actually be a wise guy who's not in a third party and doesn't actually play games at love. But they're very greedy and they play with people who have gratitude for life. I don't know, man. We've got moving forward, overseas opportunity, invisible, neglected, guilty of neglecting you, reaching, trying to connect. There's no date. And you're not accepting any unsolicited advice. No. They're reaching out, trying to connect. Love is eluding them. You're like, no, you're not dating them. You're not accepting any unsolicited advice. They neglected to give you what you needed. They're very guilty. And it's got invisible. There could be a moving forward with an invisibility. They might be made invisible. Look at the eyes on this person. That does not look like a willing invisibility to me. That looks like, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? The tribe of drivers is remembering all of the secrets, all of the lies they told. They're having to make difficult decisions and they're full of doubt. They're unsatisfied with the way things are going down. Their career is in the toilet. They might have got fired. They got fired because you got your wish come true. They couldn't stop the messenger. They couldn't hinder the messenger. The messenger didn't show up. The messenger didn't deliver the message. They didn't receive an invitation. The wish is here. The expectation is that there's a wish come true here of luxury, right? Emotional stability and gratitude, but they did not receive an invitation for a responsible union. Their financial needs and emotional needs won't be met. They're tired, emotionally exhausted, and in fear. They sabotage themselves. The whole while probably telling you how you were sabotaging yourself because it was gaslighting. They needed to put it on you and they needed you to believe that it was you. And they do it through rote. If they say something enough times, then they generate little highways in the neural pathways, and then that's how they get. And especially if they do it to children, children are easily influenced because they're still developing, right? And if they can get those highways in early enough, then it's really terrible to try to break that patterning. Terrible burden. So they were lying about the chaos that they were making, and they want to reconnect, or they're not being honest about the chaos they created and they want to reconnect. They're tired, they're emotionally exhausted, they're in fear. They did not receive an invitation or for a responsible partnership. And the wish come true is here, and they did not get the invitation. There is a defense for responsible family unions here. They did not get an invitation to it because they're this wise guy. They're greedy, third party hoe bag. And it was all in imagination. They're feeling crushed. They're hurting emotionally and they're in victim mentality. Bad news. Whoa. Bad news. You are not obligated. You have no obligations to these people. None. And they don't have a safe space. They're not safe. Because there's a serious defense for responsible family units happening here. For those who hope to be together. This just to be over. Get rid of this and to move on into the loving, harmonious family units. We want to leave this behind. And it is getting left behind. These ones are in an 8 of Cups. They're getting abandoned by the Ace of Cups. Love and compassion, proposals and marriage. They did not receive a messenger, did not come to them. They did not get a contract regarding responsibilities for financial or emotional needs. It could be that this tribe, they didn't get the contract regarding taking care of the financial and emotional needs of families. They did not get it. They were driving families, and what did they drove them into? Divorce. They drove them into single parent homes. They drove them into the ground and a lot of suffering. That's what they did, based on greed. They cannot bring drama. They want to have a conversation here. They weren't willing to settle down or be responsible. They put everybody adrift. And this is over. There's a death card here. They're getting left behind by love. They did not grow. There was no growth in them. Their career is over. They're in the environment here trying to mask themselves. They're like, I'm not a devil and I'm not an angel either. I'm just kind of in the middle ground. Like, they're just kind of hoping that, nobody will notice, right? There's no expectation of being able to blame you. They have no expectation of taking your seat. There's gossip. They're afraid of what people are going to think. They're not able to make your life rocky, or they couldn't make your life rocky. They don't want life to be rocky. They don't want people to talk about this. They're trying to, it's like they're trying to hide. They want to be invisible. They want to be invisible. This wise guy in the challenge position is trying to make some quick decisions about manifesting this invisibility cloak. They want to appear as though they're invisible. They don't want to be seen. They don't want people to know that they're guilty of neglecting you. They're trying to make it appear as though they're a steady, loyal family man who doesn't play games. But they're greedy here, pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. That's their secret. And it's been uncovered here. They were playing as though they weren't a third party. They were playing as though they weren't playing at love. But their secret is that they were pursuing wealth and power without disregard for anybody. There's a swift change for this wise guy. His secret got uncovered. There's going to be some swift changes. They've been lying, saying they're approaching with nothing but kindness, but this is a nasty person here. Laugh. There's no laughing. This isn't a laughing matter. This isn't funny. This is the completion of your Ten of Wands burden is here, and you're in the limelight, shining. You're seen as a giant. You could be a giant of forgiveness. Maybe you have forgiven it. Maybe you have released it. And so because you've released it, everything for this person is crumbling. And they're out of patience. Everything is negative. They're in this Eight of Swords energy where they're in victim mentality. Forgiveness for you is a release. You could have let them go. You let them go. Envy. They envy you. Everything's crumbling and they envy you. These vain people who stole from innocents everything and didn't give them anything that they needed. They're guilty of that. They're worried about their future. They came forward and said or if they do come forward and say my intentions are pure and I only want to improve your life, it's a trick. They have ill intentions and are planning to deceive you. They're greedy, they're vain, they're playing as though they're innocent, but they're guilty of not reciprocating equally. They're worried and they want to come forward and say, hey, I got pure intentions, but it's a trick. So yeah, this is really ugly here, because in the central energy you've got friendly visitation, and they're coming forward with courage or whatever. Everything's falling apart for this person. They don't want to make any mistakes, or they're approaching you because you are courageous and you didn't make any mistakes. They want to bring you conflict, and they want to be seen as though they're not a third party playing games. But their secret is out. They're greedy and pursuing wealth and power. You're here in the limelight position. You've just completed your Ten of Wands burden, and they want to get on your skirt there and ride with you, and by being your advisor. This gross person here wants to be your advisor. They heard something you're going to be interested in through the grapevine. They want to come and be your advisor, but it's negative and it's dishonest. They want to do that in order to get revenge and affect your perspective. And they want to get involved in your plans. Maybe that's their plan. They want to offer you some great news regarding health or a health and wellness journey, something that you may have been uncertain about. But it's only because they're mad and they are desperate and they want to fight with you. They want to vent with you. They need your empathy. They need to draw you in to care about them, and then they want to turn on you and jack up your emotional body because they want to suck out your vitality, your love, your care. They need your empathy. So, that's the gift. So they need to suck you. It's a love bomb thing. They want to come in and they want to jack you around. They're curious. They might be intrigued by you. They want to check in. They might ask you for a favor. Favors are connections. And this is an imposter from the past, trying to make their way into your future. But you're uninterested in small favors, big favors. They sabotage themselves by gaslighting you, by deliberately manipulating your perception of reality. They're trying to do it again. They want to say they're sorry. They sabotage themselves for entertainment. They found it funny. Hurting an innocent person, and now they want to apologize because you're saying goodbye. They were bragging about what they were doing to you, and now they got bad news. You've fallen in love with a new tribe that supports you. And you're traveling soon. And they want to come in and play you. They want to play you. I hope that this clarifies something that you already intuitively knew, and I will see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.